Hello, everybody at the Naples Veg Fest.
Good morning, everyone. Vegan Evan here, and I'm Shannon Blair, Vegan Evan's mom. We are both certified vegan lifestyle coaches and educators, and we are your MCs for the day. And we're really excited for the Naples Veg Fest. We come here every year, and we're excited to introduce the first speakers of the day right now. So, welcome to the stage, Mike and Denise Young. Mike is the founder of a plantbaseddiet.org, and he is incredible. Mike and Denise put on all of these amazing veg fests and events. And Denise began her nonprofit leadership work as the president of her COA. She leads projects and analyzes financial data as a senior systems analyst at Freddie Mac. And she began her plant-based journey after Mike encouraged her to read the China study back in 2017. So they're going to tell you about their journey and some great information. And let's kick off the day, everybody. Who's excited to be here?
Yay. Thanks, Shannon. All right, Mike has flipped over our slides.
Yeah, thanks, Shannon and Evan. I want to thank Shannon and Evan as well. They are like everywhere in animal rights and protecting animals, and just a great example for everybody. And Baby Sage, a brand new 100% vegan baby as well.
Yeah, she's so cute.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll start by telling you a little bit about our nonprofit. Here's our first member of the board of directors, Mike.
That's me. It looks like me.
You can introduce yourself.
Okay, I'm Mike. I've been plant-based since 2014. That's when I started the nonprofit, a plantbaseddiet.org. It's basically I started because I didn't know anybody that was vegan or plant-based. No friends, no family. So started building social media communities and live events.
And I went vegan when I met Mike in 2017 because I had lost several family members to diabetes and cancer. And I just wanted to see what was different about a plant-based diet. So I read the China study and I just pretty much went vegan overnight. I got rid of all my animal products and I feel a lot better. I'm 20 pounds lighter now and I weigh the same as I did in the 8th grade and I feel good.
And you have no more symptoms, I think, of acid reflux, which was a constant, right?
Yeah, I pretty much got rid of my acid reflux disease too, which was so bad that I needed surgery back in 2003.
And did the surgery work?
The surgery did not work because within a year I had to go back to being on pharmaceuticals for the acid reflux again. It was after I stopped eating bacon and eggs and acid-forming foods like coffee that I really got rid of it for good. So about our nonprofit, our slogan is for people, animals, and our planet. For the people portion, we focus on health quite a bit. I'm sure you've all heard there's evidence that plant-based diets are associated with lower blood pressure, lower cholesterol, stabilized blood pressure, and reduced body weight.
Just better overall life, more enjoyment, more fun. That's how I describe it.
Yes, it will decrease your risk of heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. It's even being linked to controlling arthritis and reducing your risk of developing Alzheimer's and dementia.
So yeah, much lower likelihood of getting the most common human diseases if you do it right.
So if you haven't looked at any of these books that we recommend, it's the China Study or How Not to Die. You can read How Not to Diet by Dr. Michael Greger. Neil Barnard's Program for Reversing Diabetes. And he also wrote Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease by Caldwell Esselstyn. And if you're not into reading much, you can watch What the Health or The Game Changers, or
that one.
You can watch Mike's book, Live to 150.
Yeah, it's a new free book on our YouTube channel called Live to 150.
So why is food so important? We have a food certification program, and in order to meet our standards, you have to not add any oil. And why is oil so bad? You can watch these videos on our website, plantbaseddiet.org, and Dr. Esselstyn will explain everything, what it does to your arteries.
And let me say a few things about that. You know, plant-based is almost always better, but then someone who is not plant-based might say, well, what about oil? That's really bad. And you know what? They're right. That's the problem. That's like one of the things that we have to watch out for plant-based, because if you do everything else right and you're eating oil all the time, you're going to have some problems. And yeah, this is on our website at healthyveganfood.info. Just go to healthyveganfood.info and you will learn more, including Dr. Caldwell Esselstyn's videos that Denise just pointed out. They're over an hour long. They talk about all the science behind this. There's tons of science, and it all points to saying eat mostly whole plants, not processed plants. And Dr. Caldwell Esselstyn, if you don't know him, he's from the Cleveland Clinic, and you've probably heard of that.
Yes. So as I mentioned, there's research tying a plant-based diet to avoiding Alzheimer's. It's all about lifestyle. In fact, lifestyle factors are the only way that you can avoid getting dementia and Alzheimer's.
That's right. And we have a doctor with us, Dr. Ron Knauss, who is 85 years young. He's going to be giving a talk at 1:30 this afternoon, so stick around. And at 1:30, he's going to explain how to cure, right? This is what he said, right? To cure Alzheimer's or dementia. So anybody you know, or if you're starting to suffer from that, you say, oh, I can't remember stuff like I used to. Well, there's a reason why, and there's something you can do about it. And he's going to explain the whole thing.
Exactly. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard for me to make out the new slides that I put up here, but for animals, there's no humane way to kill an animal who doesn't want to die. And there's no reason for humans to consume animal products. They're not an essential part of our diet. You don't need meat for protein. There's protein in plants.
Yeah, it's simply tradition. And actually, Denise and I gave a talk the other night, and I asked the audience a question. I said, why is it that we started, what was it, drinking cow's milk? Like, why did that start? Who started that, and what was the reason? If anyone knows, please let me know, because I have no idea. It just doesn't make any sense. You know, if you think about it, but some of the delicious plants like on our shirt here that are really nice and colorful and tasty, that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, my ancestors from England were farmers, and they handed down their traditions, and there was a family cow.
Well, you know what I thought? Here's what I thought, actually, since that talk the other night. I thought, well, I can understand, like back in the day when they didn't have refrigeration, they didn't have freezers, right? And what if the harvest happened and maybe it wasn't a good year, or maybe the harvest only lasted them to January and there was nothing left after January to eat?
Then you could resort to getting some nutrition from the animals.
But do we need to do that now in 2023?
No.
Yeah, so I don't understand why we still do that.
Yeah. So we do some activism. That's us doing a fur protest. We have protested for other reasons too, like the pigs out at Smithfield, and we've done Cubes of Truth too. So that's one aspect of our nonprofit. And the other is for our planet. I'm sure you've heard that animal agriculture is a major contributor to deforestation and methane gas emissions.
Yeah, it's just not efficient. I can understand, like, if someone got in a bind before refrigeration and freezer stuff, right? And they couldn't store their food, couldn't transport it easily and reliably and inexpensively. But now it doesn't make any sense, because now not only do we not need to do it, but now you're telling me that it's completely inefficient, which it is. And so that's really bad.
Right. Why eat the animal when you could just go straight to the source for all your vitamins and minerals right here in the ground with the plants that we grow? So some of the worst impacts on climate change could be completely irreversible by 2030, according to the United Nations. And 20 of the warmest years on record have been in the past 22 years. And we're in the midst of the 6th mass extinction caused by human activity. So this is all facts that I've quoted from trusted sources. So if you want to reduce your impact on the environment, just stop using animal products.
Yeah, and I want to also mention, like, electric cars are a big deal. Like, I have an electric car actually towing this trailer, and they do tow. They have tons of power. But you know what? If you're buying an electric car for the environment, don't. Just stop eating animal products, because you're probably going to impact the environment tenfold more by stopping your use of animal products than buying an electric car. The environmental benefits of the electric car are okay at best. The environmental benefits of getting rid of animal products are enormous and outrageous, and you can't do anything better than just giving up animal products.
Yeah, the farmers don't even want to raise cattle. They'd rather raise plants. We got to stop buying the animal products is all. So Dr. Nick Borja is a member of our healthy vegan food team.
And we have actually another physician as well that I think we're going to bring on, Dr. Anna. So we'll update our website soon, but we're actually going to launch some new initiatives along with this, because we want people to start serving more healthy vegan food in different places, restaurants, grocery stores, wherever you get food, actually.
Yeah. Dr. Borja used to study genetics, and when he found out that lifestyle is a bigger impact than genetics on whether or not you're going to get cancer, he changed his direction in the medical field. He doesn't just focus on genetics anymore.
Yeah, and let's mention, people say, like, I got bad genes or whatever. Well, you can change the expression of your genes by changing what you put in your mouth. That's the thing. Like, that's what they don't tell you. We need that to be common knowledge.
Yes, and eating animal products actually damages your DNA, so it does affect your genes. So on our website of plantbaseddiet.org, if you are a restaurant or you prepare food, you can get your food certified.
Yeah, this is what the seal looks like. See, we got the certified, and it has our name at plantbaseddiet.org, and it says healthy vegan food. Because we're concerned about the fact that people think that if just because you give up animal products, you're going to be so much healthier, and you probably will be healthier, but you may be worse depending upon what you're actually eating. So we need to determine what's healthy. So Denise, I guess you're going to read the requirements for that is right there.
We've heard from many different doctors that vegans can have worse blood work than non-vegans. So the recipe has to have whole plant fiber. So it can't be all strained out like in a juice. Or,
right.
Or
it's got to have actual fiber from the plant, not like a pill or a supplement version.
Needs to have 0 animal products. So no meat, dairy, eggs, none of that. Have 0 added oil.
We talked about that. Yeah, we know that's bad. Not even a drop.
It's 0 added salt or sodium, because salt raises your blood pressure and it damages your blood vessels.
And it's not a plant, right?
Right. There's nothing good for you in there except maybe some iodine, which you can get
them from the plants. Actually, anything you think, oh, we're taking that out, how am I going to get this? Well, you're going to get it if you eat whole plants. Eat a variety of whole plants. They're already in that package designed by nature to optimize your health as a human.
Yeah, you can get iodine from sea moss or potatoes.
Yeah, just make sure you do eat some of those. That's the thing. Well-balanced diet, you need that.
So 0 alcohol, because it's a class 1 carcinogen, just like cigarettes, and 0 processed sugar, because there's nothing good for you in sugar.
We just added the sugar thing, actually, which we probably needed all along, but it's in almost everything. It's in pasta sauce, I mean, sugar, they add it to that, unfortunately.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. So, on our website, you can find healthy recipes if you're not sure where to start, or if you don't like to cook like us, there are links to some sites where you can get food delivered that's already healthy. I think I have some examples of that in the next slide. Yeah, Plant Pure delivers.
Yeah, they're a great company.
Mama
There's a few
Says.
of them. Yeah, Mama Says, Engine 2. There's a couple companies out there that are into the space, so we definitely want you to support them.
Yeah. So instead of asking a vegan where they get their protein, they'd like to ask you, where do you get your fiber? Because that's actually more important.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, fiber is amazingly important. And Denise and I, we read a lot of articles on the latest scientific publications and things. And one of the ones we read recently was that 95% of people, all humans, do not get enough fiber on a daily basis. 95%.
So the American Heart Association eating plan suggests eating a variety of food for your fiber sources, and you should intake 25 to 30 grams at least, and not from supplements like Metamucil. That doesn't count.
Okay, how much fiber is in animal products, Denise? How much? I mean, I'm talking about meat, dairy, fish, eggs. How much fiber?
0. That's
Are
one of
sure?
the reasons why it's so bad for you.
Yeah, so why would anyone eat that? If 95% of people don't get enough fiber, and all animal products contain 0 fiber, why would anyone choose to eat them? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. So the average adult in the United States who's not vegan usually gets about 15 grams a day. I remember days where I did not eat a single fruit or vegetable back before I met Mike.
Yeah, and actually,
I was sick.
Yeah, well, you were up north too, and sometimes it's hard to find good quality fruits and vegetables. We want to change that. We have some speakers here today that are going to talk about how to grow your own too, because this is a great climate to do that.
Yes, fantastic. So if you're not sure how to look at what you're eating,